Now we're live. That one was real.
Now we're live. Okay.
Hello, we're actually live now. This is a stream. There's a stream happening.
This is a stream.
You can tell because I'm actually saying things.
What?
What?
How dare you say things?
I know. No one asked for that. Embarrassing behavior.
Embarrassing.
Oof. Fixing things on the stream. Everything's fine. It's great. Hello.
Hello.
There's Bear. Hello, Bear. There's also a ChrisArtsy and a Ragdoll.
Hello
Yes.
there. The angel from my nightmare.
Hello, Bear.
Shadow in the background of the morgue.
Oh, we're going to the back rooms again? All right, then. Have fun with that.
Oh no, it's the other one that sings it. The other one goes, "Where are you? And I'm so sorry." That's the one.
It's my new theme song. Yeah.
Random
A
fact.
great theme song.
Random fact. My tumble dryer sounds exactly like the drums to that song. It does. It's uncanny.
Wonderful.
What are you putting in your tumble dryer?
I don't know. I think the belt's loose.
I imagined a little build being on the loose in there.
we just have Travis Barker constantly running on tumble dryer. He should be doing better things. He keeps breaking his arm. These are jokes for people who are fans of the members of Blink-182. Anyway. Or transplants. I seem to recall that he's now married to a Kardashian, and the only reason I know that is because he went into hospital for something. This is the drummer of Blink-182.
You know how little that narrows things down?
Yeah, but here's the thing. He went into hospital, and all of the news stories were like, husband of Kardashian goes to hospital, and all of the comments were, how dare you?
He is not just a husband.
He's actually famous for doing something as opposed to just
Yeah.
existing and being rich.
He's famous for playing the drums so hard he keeps breaking his arms. That is not a joke.
I don't know if that's a better thing to be known for. Might be a worse thing to be known for.
Might be. But he's good at it, that's the thing.
Breaking his arms?
Yes, he's very good at breaking his arms.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's happened twice, and for some reason that's the thing that's stuck in my brain. To be fair, twice, you know. The whole insert nickel quote here. Which is apparently from Phineas and Ferb.
Yes. It's Doofenshmirtz commenting on something. It's just that people find it very funny, and then it keeps being weirdly applicable. For example, with the podcasts I'm listening to.
Oh yes, yeah, you used that earlier.
Needs to drink more milk.
More milk. Well, like Blink-182 Moo.
Yeah?
My brain said that it had a pun to do with Blink, and it didn't, so it just went with something else.
good.
180 moo.
What do you think is with blink as like drink? But that doesn't mention milk, so.
Drink 180 moo. We're getting nowhere.
Yeah, we're not getting anywhere.
Time to just scrap the whole thing.
Scrap it. We're starting
Start
again.
over.
Start over. Hello and welcome to the stream.
Hello.
Gosh, we did a lot of drawing while the start was happening. It's cool. But today we'll be talking about Travis Barker, the drummer of Blink-182. No, we're
No.
gonna. I'm not even sure that's his name. Hang on. Yes, it is. Okay.
I mean, you never know. There's plenty of people who go by stage names. For one reason or another.
But yeet.
Yeah.
Streams. An idea was floated of throwing names of bosses from Remnant at people.
Yeah.
I don't know how applicable that is to anyone who hasn't played Remnant, but if it helps, I don't remember anything about it. So, I've beaten that
Certainly
game
not
twice.
the names.
Beaten the first game
Which
twice and
gives
the
you
second
some
game
indication on how well integrated the names and designs are with these bosses.
I remember one. I remember there was a dragon with a funny name, which I won't spoil in case it comes up.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know if other people want to do that or if it's just going to be me in the corner with, that's me in the corner, with Jeep throwing names at me. Or... I don't
Want
know.
to do what? My computer decided to have a fit when you explained what you were gonna do.
Boo! That is because Remnant
Tell
is
your
all about
computer to cooperate.
glitches.
Please.
There's a game called Remnant from the Ashes, followed by Remnant 2. Did that have a subtitle?
From the ashes.
Remnant 2 from the once again from the ashes. From new ashes.
More ashes.
More ashes. To ashes to ashes. Remnant 2
To
ashes.
ashes.
Yeah, Remnant 2 ashes. Anyway, yes, and it has a lot of bosses because it's sort of randomly generated. I say sort of, it is. And I can never remember them. I don't think anyone can remember them. And Cheap has a list of the names, and may or may not throw their names at us so that we draw something. I don't know if everyone else wants to do this, or people just want to draw and I'll do this in the corner, or what have you.
About the study. Alright.
Sorry, what? You get it from me there.
I'm up for that. I just wanna finish the study first, if that's alright.
No worries.
Okay.
Remnant 2 Dusty Boogaloo. Glitchy Boogaloo.
So I just looked it up. The first game is called Remnant from the Ashes.
Mhm.
The second game is called Remnant 2, and then the R with the circle around it symbol.
Registered
Yeah.
trademark.
Classic logo. Classic, like, subtitle.
But and then the DLCs for Remnant 2 are called Remnant 2 R in the circle, The Awakened King, and then Remnant 2 R in the circle, The Forgotten Kingdom.
Yeah, lots of kings.
King. Which I think is fine if you're doing like a theme. Like I think Dark Souls 2 had like, you know, the sunken crown and the ivory crown or whatever it was. Like there was a crown of the ivory king, crown of the sunken king, or something like that. There was a motif going through it. But I think if you just use, you know, one has king, one has kingdom, the other one has some kings. This one says queen. It gets confusing, all I'm saying. Which is the theme of the game. because I don't remember anything in it, apart from roots and glitches and little cute boys.
And little cute boys. We'll see if we can get some little cute boys in here.
We may get some
today.
little cute boys. I drew a little cute boy cat, who may or may not also be glitchy. I should specify the glitchiness is in the game. It's also slightly glitchy. We keep clipping into a trailer for fun, but it is for somehow like glitching the universe is a thing in the game. I don't think, is there an explanation for that?
Probably. Dark will be able to tell you all about it.
Probably yes. I've played 2 of the games and I don't know.
I mean, the plot of Remnant is basically there is evil thing called the Brute that wants to basically take over the universe. There's Clementine, who is I guess the chosen one. We don't play as her.
No.
She's just there.
She just kind of floats around a bit most of the game.
She is
and if you think that's a waste of a character.
She is basically chilling with God, question mark?
Yeah.
Who then, eventually, because of us, somehow, because we refuse to let the world die, decides to reset the universe, I think. Like a computer.
Did you turn it off and on again?
Yeah,
Spoilers, I
they're
guess.
turning the universe off and on again and starting a new universe on a new server and leaving the roots in the old server. There's also this guy called Ford, who doesn't do anything but is somehow really important in this game and entirely not relevant.
That is accurate.
Who are we as the protagonists? Doesn't matter. Just some people.
We're just some people who were here at the right time, wrong time.
We have no connection to Clementine, but we've decided to follow her across universes anyways when she was kidnapped. We've known her for half a day. And, we keep calling her our friend, even though you don't know her. Ford also disappears and is never seen again, so don't know why they did that. That's the plot of Remnant, essentially. Oh, anyway, who wants a boss?
Yeah, hopefully that cleared everything up for you. Also, there are like goat people in a forest.
Yeah, the Yesha. That I do know. They're the Pan on Yesha. They're goat people, and I like them.
They're cool, they got horns.
There's also a world that's basically Bloodborne.
Yep. The
And when I say
environment.
basically Bloodborne, I'm not exaggerating at all.
I keep calling it Yarnum. The thing you need to understand about Remnant is that the developers are just like, so what do we like? And then they put that in the game. So there's like Event Horizon / Alien that's in there. There's Bloodborne. There's cool goat people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, classics. They really love Yesha, which is fair, because I also really like Yesha.
Yeah,
But
cool. Goat people.
Hello again.
Hello.
Computer decided to shut down Discord.
No.
Rude.
Yeah.
Hello, Kiro. You just missed us explaining the plot of Remnant.
Don't worry, you missed nothing. How you doing? Just woke up. Well, I hope you had a lovely sleep.
Yeah, you also missed Bear's theme song.
Yeah.
That's more important, honestly.
Hello, bear. Your neck is still messed up. Haven't got up yet. Oh no! Come back. Boo. Yeah, I only saw your message from last night, a couple of hours ago. Got to rest, Kiro. As indeed is Cheeb right now.
Yeah.
I don't think we've mentioned
Anyone
that on
wonders
stream.
why
yet.
I'm not drawing? I need to rest my hand. I've been drawing too much, so
Cheeb is looking after themselves, as we should all.
as we should all take breaks, everyone.
Take breaks.
Otherwise, your hand will murder you in your sleep.
If you feel like your hand is trying to murder you in your sleep, take a break of a week or two.
Let your hand go on vacation.
Exactly.
Let your hands go on vacation.
Let them thrive like Thing.
Yeah. Exactly. Your hand is just like Thing, and just like Thing, you should let them roam free.
Thing was the hand of a retired artist.
Today was a rest day for you. You feel guilty as fuck.
No guilt.
No guilt.
No guilt.
No guilt. If you hadn't rested, your hand would have murdered you in your sleep.
Exactly.
And we don't want Bear to die.
No.
Otherwise, how would we listen to Bear's wonderful theme song?
I was gonna just say that.
Just chill out and listen to some podcasts. Dracula season started up a few days ago.
It did.
Go listen to that instead of drawing.
You have a new reason to live. Yeah, it's your theme song. Is that your mask in Remnant?
E.
E.
And Kira smiling.
I keep reading TMA as Tall Metal Alchemist.
Yes. Same, honestly.
Or too much
Like, I
information.
know
on it.
exactly what you mean, but also every time it's Full Metal Alchemist.
It was a very good season finale, but it's also one of those things of like, shit's about to change. I get the distinct impression that there is going to be a change in what's going on in season 3. If only because, a murder happened, so.
Oh, okay.
Tends
that
to
might
change the
some
mood a
things.
bit. Although, interestingly, listening to because for whatever reason, the Magnus Archives does most of their voice actor credits as far as like audio credits at the end of the season, not the end of the episode, beyond just like the main character. Kiro, did Johnny just hire 2 of his relatives to play 2 major characters and then kill them off? Because, two of the characters in the credits also last name Sims. Like, hey, Uncle John, want to be part of my podcast? Cool. I'm gonna kill you off in the only episode you speak in. Oh, that's even better. That's even better. So his family decided, you know what would be fun? Being in this guy's podcast. Oh, his mom and dad. Oh, that's even more fun. So his mom and dad decided to go, hey, you know what would be fun? Being in our son's podcast and then dying. The characters, not the parents. I have no idea if Jonathan Sims' parents are still alive or not. The characters, however, that they play are very much dead. Though due to the nature of the podcast, we might still be hearing from them because of audio recordings.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad you're drawing the elevator experience.
Yes, this is the lasagna and marzipan. Lasagna, aka Lassie, is my dog, and this is Marzipan in the background, who is very good with lifts.
Yeah. Absolutely wonderful at taking lifts. Never phased through the floor.
Nope.
Ever.
And there, I just finished episode 80, so I just finished off season 2.
Also, hi, Miss.
There's a miss.
I took a bit of a break to listening to the podcasts, partially because I was trying to get finals done, and not the best idea to listen to horror podcasts while I'm trying to read essays and grade them for finals, especially when I'm on a tight deadline. But now that that's all over, I can go back to listening to podcasts. And since I was right there at the end, I wanted to finish it. And also, Dracula season has started, so now I'm going to be listening to 2 podcasts. Although one of them I have listened to all the way through before.
Is that Ford?
Almost.
Almost.
Are you putting Ford in a box?
It's cardboard cut out
Oh.
of Ford. Because
so just as useful, really.
yeah, it's more so actually. You could probably you know scare away cats or something.
Unlike the real Ford, cardboard Ford is actually there for us in our hard times.
Cardboard Ford is actually there for anything.
I mean, it's probably more useful than the actual Ford.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like, I cannot emphasize enough how little Ford does in these games. In the first game, it's implied he's done a lot of stuff, but you meet him in the end of the game in a prison that he could have easily escaped. Because it's broken down and nobody's guarding him. And then he doesn't really do anything afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Then in the second game, you meet him in the beginning, and then he fucks off to never be seen again.
Yeah. Literally, as I was saying the words, well, I'm looking forward to him actually doing something this time. And then he left, and we haven't seen him since. With a whole game and 1.5 DLCs in.
We've not even gotten, like, hints of where he is.
There haven't even been notes this time. He just disappeared.
He is just gone. He might as well have not existed in this game, and it would have made the same impact.
Wow. Yeah, it'd be one thing if it was like they're not like physically present with things, but they're present with some aspects of the game. Because like,
Nope.
Devil May Cry 5, since, big actiony beat 'em up stylishy game, one of the characters, Morrison, not a fighter, he's an informant, and it's like, right, he's in a handful of cutscenes that are like away from the battle. Most of his interaction with most of the game is it's like, hey, I've like here's some intel stuff that you sent to you, and it's like, hey, read this little thing he sent you.
I mean, yeah, that's fine. And like in the first game, it was mostly just like really funny the way it was done. But because it was just like a lot of hype leading up to him just sitting in like a broken down dungeon. And just like, oh, okay. Guess this is the guy we've been hearing about. Okay. Cool. But in the second game, just truly he might as well not have been in the game. He might as well just have left before the game even started, and it would have made zero difference at all.
Yep.
There's his room.
Yeah.
Just keep the noise
Hi,
down.
Doc.
Jump scaring me with there's his room.
That is a jump scare.
Just keep the noise down.
Still think you've only gotten one.
What boss we got so far? None.
None. With warming up, and we're talking about how useful Ford is.
Yeah, our classic topic. But we got some nice Remnant noodles.
Yeah. Hey, Chib, what's this?
Marzipan and lasagna.
What's that?
Matut's tonic.
Boom! This is a thing I remember about the game. Apparently so does Chib.
Ford is both the most and least useful. Good to know.
I argue with one of those.
In the first game, yes. In the second game, I don't know. I don't think that's true.
To be fair, in the second game, he's the one who activates the crystal, which arguably is a bad idea, but...
Yeah, because then he and Clementine both got swallowed by it.
When Clementine got swallowed, he jumped.
Yeah,
He was
we
like,
haven't seen
"Bye!"
him since 4.
He's he's the driving force in the same way that like gravity is the driving force that plummets you towards the ground. You know, it's not like it's not a meaningful drive. It just happens.
It just happened.
It's just a physical fact. Yeah, he was just chilling in a prison for 200 years. It's fine.
Yeah. Could have gone to a more interesting place to, have depression, but guess he just really wanted to sit in a broken down prison.
What's this good hand?
What's what?
What's this hand eyeball?
This is a. Not sure.
Yes, I'm not sure.
This is big space eye laser baby. Not sure there was an explanation. There probably was. But it went with the explanation as to why the world is glitching out and what Ford did.
I'll say yes, miss. I did get the present.
Present.
Thank you.
Presents.
Yes, it was correct and good. Was a little has-been hotel present.
No.
I really like the pooch down here. Sorry, I missed a lot while struggling with this cold.
It's alright. It's a lasagna and marzipan.
Yeah.
Who are very good at taking elevators.
Yes.
Yeah, they're wonderful at taking elevators. Never faced through them. Never been left behind. Never
No.
decided to only sit half on the elevator and just like float up there. Never caused me to face through the bottom of an elevator and die. That also never happened. Don't worry about it.
This is also an accurate picture.
Yes.
I mean, I step just beside the step on the stairs all the time, so I can relate.
That's fair. you leave Lassie out of this, all right? They're still learning.
It was a me problem, yes, because I plummeted to my death. It was definitely a me problem. And then Marzipan, like, stood at the top of the elevator and was real sad about me dying.
Oh, hang on, there's one other thing.
Another thing.
Sneaky looty times.
Oh, no, I get it. So whenever you crouch in the game, your dog will also crouch with you.
Aww.
So if you do it
Poor
real
dog.
fast, he just keeps bouncing between like crouching mode.
You do a little dance, little bob.
Gonna be a boss from both games or just one? I've pulled up both wikis, so I can do both.
That's a really good dog. The drawing.
Also, because there's a lot of good bosses from the first Remnant that I actually like more than the second Remnant. I am biased, but
I think from the first game there are going to be 2 bosses I remember the names of, and even then one of them is just going to be when I see it. I wouldn't be able to tell you what it is. And the second game, I was about to say I remember the name of the cubes. No, I don't remember the name of the cubes. They were just cubes.
Yeah, I just pulled up a couple of them, so.
Are we remedy to Remnant?
Remedy to women.
With a remedy to women? What? That's... No, not sure that's true. Deadly Dice Dungeon. And that's the Dungeon of Doom in the fighting fantasy books. Yeah, I'm up for drawing bouses.
Bouses.
House.
Right. Who's up first?
I can go first.
Okay. Right. And I'll give you one that I like from the first game, from Remnant 1. The names are gonna get mangled, by the way. I don't know how to pronounce shit in this game.
No one talks about any of them, so...
No. They just exist. But you know, it's a good one. And with a good one, I mean, I did hate him at the time we were fighting him. I do remember that. So Christy, yours is Obrick, the Shield Warden.
Ooh.
Oh, Brick?
Obrick. Obryk.
Okay. I forgot everything after Obrick because I just focused on the brick part.
Obrick, your Shield Warden.
Dark likes them.
Dark remembers, yes.
I have an idea
Design?
who it might be.
Great.
Not sure.
Fighting him, awful.
I mean, shields in these games tends to be annoying.
Yeah. I can give you a bit more information, as in, he is from the rat folk in Remnant. And he is a very buff one. He is a very buff rat folk.
Buff rat.
Buff
Oh
rat.
boy. And I see Dark has opinions.
Yeah. No, I get it. I looked at him and I was like, oh god, I fucking remember how awful this fight was. Reason. Yes.
That is a collection of letters.
Right. Resium is the world.
Okay. Look, it took me 2 games to learn Yasha.
Fair enough.
I still call Yarnum.
Yeah, I was also, because the Remnant 2 has the bosses divided by worlds, and I was like, what's Losum? And apparently that's Yarnum.
Okay, right. Look, I'm not complaining about them wanting to make more Bloodborne, but I will call it Bloodborne. Is that a bottom?
Some of it.
More Bloodborne. He. And also, to be fair, the best way to make more Bloodborne is to not make it Bloodborne. Because Bloodborne is nice and self-contained.
Mhm.
To come up with an entirely new lore that I can ignore. Something to do with elves? Oh, there was a cool the alien elf undercover guy. He was cool.
Yeah. I really like him. Still.
It's neat.
I mean, it took me a long while before I realized he was, anything, because he refused to look at me the first time.
He's incognito.
He
Nobody
had a
could possibly
big
tell.
hat, so I couldn't see his many eyes.
The foolish common folk couldn't possibly determine that he's not one of them.
Mm-hmm. A little posh freak.
Yeah, I relate.
What, to being a posh freak?
Yeah. People have called me that.
Are you also a fae?
Well,
How many eyes do you have?
2 that I know of.
That's what a fae would say.
Well, there's one in my name. Actually, there are 2 in my name. And Faith have, like, name things, right?
Yeah. You've hidden the other eyes in your name.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got his wings sticking out the bottom of a coat. Iridescent Fey wings and covered up with a trench coat is a look.
Yes.
And there's a look I'm a fan of.
Really like that guy.
No idea what his name is.
No. I'm not even sure he told us, because he was, like, trying to stay on the down low.
Oh, yeah.
But
Oh,
he
my
was,
name,
like,
oh,
a
Jabini
scribe
Bob.
or something for the previous ruler.
Yeah. I like that. I like that idea. I saw a Fae today. I was recommended.
Okay.
I was recommended a Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. No, I was recommended a video on YouTube by somebody, Combo Class, I think was the name. Hang on, let me have a check. Do-do-do-do. YouTube, how do I find anything in you anymore?
Look it up on DuckDuckGo with YouTube as part of the search.
Yes, Combo Class. Which I will share in the thing. Who is a maths YouTuber, who is also the most chaotic person I have seen on YouTube.
Oh,
Half
wow,
of the
that's
video
high praise.
Half of the video takes place in a swamp, the other half of the video takes place next to something on fire, and it's a video about maths. It's like, what is this combination of things? You are a feral mathematician in the most literal sense.
A good time.
This is how the video starts. He's talking about the numerical thing.
I like how in the video preview thing there's a bunch of caution tape.
Yeah, I none of this gets brought up. But yeah, let's do maths on the dirty whiteboard I found in a forest. Like, it kept me engaged. It's exactly as you'd expect. Yeah, I know.
You know, when I described the wizards as being feral academics, I wasn't being quite this literal.
He has like 50 clocks, and I don't know why. They're all broken. Maths.
At least he has a hobby.
Every frame is a painting. Look at this red friend.
A good red friend.
I do like how he's got just horrible rat face and then very round bottom.
Needs to have a butt.
Of course.
Yes, miss, you are correct. Green and yellow are impossible in connections today.
Yeah.
Everyone seems to have been absolutely fine with the purple and blue, and green and yellow are just like, nope, they're the easy ones. But nope.
I mean, easy is relative.
Miss, that's so fair. That you gave up.
Yeah, reasonable. I just got lucky, basically. I was like, does this work? No. Does this work? No. Does this work? Yes! Oh, okay. Fine. Kira being flawless. Absolutely flawless. Oh, on the plus side, having watched a literal feral mathematician, it got me thinking, because my brain likes shinies, about a problem that I had a while ago. Do you remember I made a video about perspective?
Yes.
Ways of drawing in perspective, and like halving a distance when drawing in perspective, and doubling it and moving it around and all that sort of stuff. Well, I remember working out a way to cut a distance in thirds as well, in perspective, but that was a little more complicated and not as useful, so I didn't include it in the video. But I always was thinking, like, what else can you do? Like, what can you cut something into fifths, sevenths? The way you do it in thirds seems a bit esoteric. It doesn't seem like it would extend. And so for a while I was trying to find, have people talked about this or done anything about it. And everything you look up is all, the ancient Greek way of doing things, of compass and straight edge. It's the basis of sort of all of our geometry, is what can you do with a compass and a straight edge? I don't have a compass in perspective. There's a limited amount I can do with a compass. But watching that video, he talks about, like, ideas that you have and chasing your own ideas and having fun with it, even if other people have done it themselves or you don't know they've done it, and all that sort of stuff. And it got me thinking about that again. And I thought, okay, maybe I can try and find a way of, solving this problem. And I did. I worked out that you can cut something into fifths or sevenths or 11ths or anything you want. Because I worked out that you can convert a line from perspective into not perspective, relatively speaking, and convert it back. So you can take it out of perspective, do stuff with it, and then put it back in. And it involves a lot of runes, which I won't explain.
As is the
here.
case with math.
But the thing is, I was really pleased with the way I worked it out, because it uses parallel lines. Lots and lots of parallel lines. But the good thing about parallel lines in perspective is they're really easy, because that's the point of perspective, is to make parallel lines all go to a point. So it's just lines coming out of a point.
Is he building a wall?
Yep.
Making a wall.
It's a bricklayer.
Ah. Oh, brick.
Oh yeah, brick.
You didn't? Y'all didn't see that?
So look, this is Remnant. As soon as the word goes in, it goes out again.
That was why I was like, wick? Did I hear you right?
This is brick. 'Tis a brick.
Oh, brick.
Brick. Oh, brick.
I mean,
The
if you don't know
shield
what else to
ward.
do, you might as well go with the pun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could theoretically write a thing for my bot that detects if you use square brackets backwards and then delete your message.
Wow. Now he's looking at us. Oh no.
Ah.
I mean, I guess we were here to fight him, so guess that's accurate. I mean, I believe in this intro cutscene there are some other rats just scurrying around, and then he kills them, and then the fight starts.
Miss, I'd stop that list there. We've only got an hour and a bit left. You shade in the butt.
Well, you brought attention to it.
Just bodies down. Yeah.
I like the hair at the back. It looks making it look like he's got a mullet. They're giving me ideas. Look, if there's one thing I've gotten good at, it's writing things that can pass brackets in text. Because it seems to be all I've done in programming recently.
Buddy.
It's
It's not
Buddy!
Buddy.
This is Buddy. I've heard a lot about Buddy, but I never met him.
Anyway, I'll post a picture of O'Brooke.
Oh, but why? Clearly it's just right here in front of us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, clearly.
Oh no.
Oh, brick.
Oh, brick indeed. Kind of God of War vibes until you hover up a bit.
Yeah, and then suddenly it's a rat. This is Buddy after you don't ask him his name ever.
We had another opportunity recently, still didn't.
No. I mean, he hasn't left yet, so
Anyway,
Buff.
he's a unit. Yeah, he is. He's real big.
When Cheap said buff, did you think like buffed, like polished? 'Cause that's
Yeah.
what seems to be going on with the bum.
Indeed.
The headpiece is interesting because that does actually look like a rodent skull, just really, really big.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
with tusks.
Yes.
Does have a little belly button.
I mean, he was born
Look, this is
like a rat.
This is a game with Fae in it. You don't have to be born.
I mean, I think the rat were explicitly born because I think we met like a brood mother or something like that. I vaguely remember that.
Brood, not born. Cubone logic. It's the skull of his mum.
No! Don't make him sad. He was awful to fight against. We met a mummy rat. See, we did. I remember some things about Remnant.
take this drawing away from me, please.
Can do.
Okay. Someone else draw.
I was about to take the layer. Um, I can draw occasionally.
Occasionally. Oh.
And all the time.
I'll give you one from Remnant 2.
Yay!
Because you should remember that, right?
Absolutely. Smiles at the camera.
So, Chris, would you please remember for me the Night Weaver?
Right. Time for you to draw an entire loom.
Waiting for any reaction.
Is Yarnum Ghost? Is that
Yes.
yes? Okay, that's basically all I
After
remember.
the asylum, I believe. We're in like the asylum graveyard kind of area. Fuck that guy. That's gonna be Nimwe's sister. Yeah.
Is it?
Apparently. Just read it on the wiki as well. I did not know that.
Oh, okay.
Remember the Night Weaver, right? They came to your birthday party, they organized a group gift. Yeah.
I do remember the Night Weaver. Do you know why I remember the Night Weaver?
Why?
Night Weaver, Night Weaver. That's why I remember the Night Weaver.
My one joke. Every time we came across the Night Weaver name, I kept making the same joke.
And every time we kiss.
I swear I would fly. She says when we met her, the Night Weaver was a sister gone mad and corrupt. Yeah, that might be true, but also, in my defense, we were in an asylum at the time. I never even paid attention to the tidbits of lore. I did sometimes.
I mean, why pay attention to the lore when you're just going to lead them around to wherever they need to go anyway, Dark? They're just like little ducklings
Also,
following you
I
around.
will say, in my defense, in the first game, I thought I knew some of the lore about the Undying King, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And then that lore turned out to be rumors that weren't even true, and I've never gotten over it. It's the one thing I knew about him. One cool piece of lore about this guy, and it turned out to be not even real. It turned out to be a rumor in the game.
It's not a diss in any way to anyone, but the face, and well, all of it really, reminds me of the way Shucharu makes Dan Evident look in the animations sometimes.
Yeah, this is
The
my...
king not having a people path. Yeah, exactly. I'm still upset that's not a real thing. It was the one thing I knew about him.
Also,
that he
Chib.
bathed in, like, people's souls or whatever. And then it wasn't true.
Chib,
Anyways.
I have an... Oh, I'm off center. I have an issue with you saying that Night Weaver was your one joke. It's not your one joke.
What's my other joke?
Well.
Alright, yeah.
I thought you were saying, well.
Yeah. For context, there was a well.
There was a well.
That's the context.
Context over. at like 3 o'clock tonight, I'm just gonna suddenly go because I remember that.
I think the reason I remember that is because it did actually make me laugh out loud.
Yeah. I think because we didn't expect it to be a well. I don't. Thank you, Bear. I will never change. I will. I saw the name Nightweaver, and without even like a second of hesitation, I went Nightweaver, Nightweaver again. My brain is on automatic mode whenever that happens.
You're really good at tatters.
Because you just sort of scribble in a direction.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, quick canvas time.
He looks like we've startled her. Yeah, we came into her insane asylum.
I haven't made tea.
We walked in before she had finished putting on her makeup and dressing up for the day.
Because less than an hour ago you sang me a theme song, so that's why I believe it. Yeah, once my brain makes a connection to even like a hint of a song, it will never go away.
Yes, you're stuck with this bear.
Yeah. It's... I will never be able to think of you again without hearing that piece of Hello Bear, the angel from my nightmare. That will just stay in my head forever. The same for Nightweaver, and the same in Valheim, where I just went our house in the middle of the field one time, and that's just on loop whenever we play Valheim now.
But our house isn't in the middle of the field anymore. It's on a mountain.
But it's still in the middle of the field.
Still in the middle of Cheap's brain.
The big field has a bunch of locks in it. We don't want to put our house there. They'll knock it over.
The best bean, thank you. I'm glad everyone is amused by my brain ramblings.
I mean, aren't you?
I am, but
Good. Then we
I
all
love it
fine.
when my brain makes one joke. It keeps repeating it at me.
I mean, dad jokes and puns and stuff like that. I don't understand how people cannot like them.
Yeah, same, honestly.
I mean, you can like a joke and still boo it.
Oh yeah, that happens often enough. But I do always like stupid jokes. Even when I boo them. Even when I boo Chris for his jokes,
Hello.
I will still laugh at them.
I appreciate that my music player decided to take this opportunity to play the stupidest sounding music.
Good.
But of course.
This is an incredibly messy picture.
Well, I mean, you did decide to draw a poltergeisty character.
I mean, she is a
I didn't
ghost.
decide to draw it, I was told to.
I mean,
She's a
I'm
spooky
pretty sure I
Victorian
didn't draw
ghost.
what I was supposed to. It also reminds me of Julia Dorothy's version of that one ice Pokemon. The ice lady that mirrors in the mountains.
Mm.
Oh,
yeah,
Frostlass?
Yeah.
Frostlass,
Oh.
based off of Yukiona. That's what they're called.
Mm.
Frost maidens.
They're spooky and pretty.
Hmm.
Very Witcher core. That's my life now, by the way. Witcher core.
Oh, good. That's wonderful. I love that for you.
That's another thing on my list that I want to play on
Yeah,
stream
it's just
eventually.
gathering all the mods, making sure your computer doesn't give a heart attack. Oh wait, you were gonna play modless, right?
There is a mod for the early games that I want to use, if only because I know that Witcher 1 in particular is not well balanced. There's
It is
one
a
thing in
nightmare.
particular where, oh god, it's been forever since I've interacted with it. I'm probably going to get it wrong. There are these token things that you gain as you progress the game and level up that you use for unlocking skills and the like. But in the game, if you just play the game vanilla proper, you gain so many more tokens than you need of one type, and it's impossible to get enough tokens that you need of another type. The second one being arguably the more important tokens. So it's like, who designed this?
I wonder if there's any story mods for Witcher 2, because it's a really good game. It's just really short. Well,
Witcher 2 is funny to me because Witcher 2 you can legitimately just not have a final boss fight.
Oh, I don't remember. I played it last in 18. I don't remember the ending at all.
That's a good sign.
I remember exactly 2 parts of that game. The start, where you fight with cultists and the like castle stuff, and then the middle where there's nature stuff with the elves. That's all I remember.
Yeah, and I don't remember the entire context with it, but I do because it's been a hot minute since I've played either of these. But part of the gimmick, as it were, for the first 2 Witcher games at least, is that in the book series, it is, I believe, heavily implied that Geralt dies at the end of one of the books. With 1 and 2, it's like, well, he didn't die. He somehow survived, but he's got a very bad case of amnesia and doesn't remember a lot of things. So that's why it's like, oh, this character shows up. Fuck if he remembers all the details about this. So, part of the thing with game 1 and 2 is, and I mean, it's not the only thing happening, but part of the sort of underlying bits of what's going on is Geralt just sort of figuring out what the fuck is going on. And so at the end of Witcher 2, if you play your cards right, instead of fighting the final boss, you can convince him to just tell you everything he knows and then let him fuck off.
Oh, that's probably what I did then, and why I don't remember. I always do the diplomatic route. I'm a peasant.
Like, you can fight him, or you can just convince him to spill all of his secrets and then let him go.
That's probably why I thought it was so short, because I was disappointed.
I should probably stop this at some point, shouldn't I?
Maybe. I don't know.
You could.
Getting more and
Or you
more,
could just keep adding
fine.
layers and layers of shadow
Yeah.
and light, as you tend to do.
Just start painting the spooky ghost.
It does look like there's very heavy fire from here
Yeah.
and front. Diagonal is what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
That's a bonfire.
She's telling ghost
I made
stories
a
at the
little
bonfire.
She got cold. Bit nippy.
Wearing yarn, that makes sense.
Drawing a person for scale.
Yeah,
And where
that
the
bonfire
festival-
is huge.
That person is sitting way too close to the fire.
Nah, it's fine.
They are going to burn their knees.
They already got frostbite there. They can't feel it. Fine.
When do we tell Cresp she hasn't got eyes or a mouth? I wasn't gonna though.
You think I remember anything? This game's a haze of bullets and particle effects.
You know, there's like some implied things going on, but
Also, just as an aside here, I'm the sniper. I don't get close to these things.
There is that.
The thing I see the most of in these games are the back of ChibiNetherlands' head.
you know to draw those perfectly.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, Nightweaver, Nightweaver.
Ooh. Oh, was that the silence?
Oh, those hands. No. No, 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 no. No likey.
That's cool.
Those are the worst part. They were spooky.
I should have remembered the crown. The crown I do remember. Everything else, whatever.
I also like crawling across the floor and coming out of the floor to spook you.
Crawling across the floor. This image does not want to load. No,
I like how there's now two of them.
Nightweaver.
yeah, that's why you say Nightweaver twice. Nightweaver, Nightweaver.
And Kim, good job.
With some more with them.
Do they screech? I imagine them screeching.
Oh, probably. He says, having encountered them. I feel like they were screeching, right? Very Banshee-esque.
Yeah, I believe so.
I mean, if they weren't screeching, I'm sure you guys were screeching, so.
Mm-hmm.
Screeching was head.
Yeah. And now.
And now.
And now.
My turn.
I mean, for the joke, I have to have someone drawn.
The well.
Ragdoll. No, not the well.
Draw a well, please.
Not the well. Ragdoll, would you please draw for me the Labyrinth Sentinel? AKA Cube.
I mean, this one almost feels like cheating, seeing as I watched you guys get crushed by this thing multiple times.
that is. I watched us fight the Nightweaver. That didn't help.
You fought the one Nightweaver.
Yeah, but also this came up very recently, and also this is related to our joke of like, this name is just like really for this thing is just cube.
Cube.
Let's see if I can draw a cube.
Well, I have some
I
perspective
mean, I
tips.
could give
that
you
might-
another one afterwards, but I feel like someone needs to draw them.
Yeah, but I have seen a lot of art YouTube videos recently focusing on the cube method. So,
The cube method. Draw a cube, then draw the rest of the horse.
yeah. What the fuck is this?
That's the labyrinth.
Oh, still haven't watched
That's
that.
a bunch of the puppets from the labyrinth.
Oh.
Those
Ah!
cheaping lights.
They ride!
It's a labyrinth is a dark fantasy-esque story with puppets made by the Jim Henson Company.
Dark fantasy that's also very silly.
Silly.
Yes,
looks
it is also very silly.
as David Bowie
Those
juggling
tweets.
crystal balls.
Interestingly, though, I don't think that was David Bowie doing that. If I remember correctly, he had a hand stunt double.
Oh, yeah, I've seen behind the scenes about that, yeah. The Sentinel is just the creator's sentient Rubik's Cube that can be broke. That he broke, yeah.
Yeah.
Fed up with it, took the stickers off.
Well, they all go together.
They all start together. And then they
They all
break up
start
and annoy
together,
you.
and then they break up and are more cubes.
More cubes. This boss is... we've died to this boss more than any other boss, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It is just
I
8
think
cubes.
including any of the final bosses of the games and such, this is probably the one we've died to the most, yeah.
The French juggler. Is it more difficult to
Yep,
juggle
there
the
he
French,
is.
or...?
There's his hand stunt double.
Sorry, just in your cube.
It's a good cube.
It's a good cube.
Maybe if it had faces, we liked it more.
Maybe.
Well, that's my face.
I imagine the faces change as it rolls around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'd be fun to do on permadeath. No, it's not.
yeah, that's our run ender.
Yeah. We're going to be doing the first level a lot.
Also, why cube though?
Excellent question.
Because it's
Remnant.
a broken Rubik's cube. The
Remnant?
greatest sentient Rubik's cube.
Remnant is entirely
Someone had
populated.
10 minutes to design a monster.
To be fair, it is thematically appropriate. The entire area, which was also in the first game, is this kind of concrete brutalist, surreal architecture. So that if you're going to have a boss in there, just blocks of concrete seem reasonable.
Yeah.
They do have the
And some
cute...
of the...
Where's the cute little
Yeah.
guys? I was just going to Google cute Remnant concrete guys. That's not going to give me the thing, is it? Second set of enemies in these games I call cute.
Oh,
Look at them! They run around. Little blocky friends.
Yeah, and they don't squish you immediately on account of the fact that they are giant
I
and
thought
cube.
in the first picture it looks like a window in the middle.
There's is the little life cube, which is the simplest video game version of here's a weak spot.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's great for me because I'm all about weak spot.
Yeah, if it glows, shoot it.
Oh, genuinely?
And just above that, if it's got eyeballs in weird places, shoot them.
And if it's glowy eyeballs, ding 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 ding.
Ding ding. To be fair, the keeper of this area is a big eyeball.
Yeah.
Well,
Opposites attract.
Shoot it.
Apparently we're its friend, or it's our friend, or something. Clementine's friend.
We're
don't know.
friends through Clementine, who we've known for like half a day.
They're very good at
Clementine
talking
got
about things I don't
Canada.
understand.
Yes.
Do you know what they are? Hang on.
Anyway, Ragdoll, you want another one to make up for Cube?
Sure.
Cool. In that case, I'll give you one that I think this is the one that Dark keeps talking about. It's the unclean one. Which Dark keeps referring to as Shrek.
Not wrong.
I
Well,
remember the arena.
I just immediately had a thought, and it's stupid, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Do it. Always do the stupid thought.
Always. I drew a red brick layer, so it's on a boat.
I think it's important to note about this guy that his weak spot is his bum.
Again.
Red bum?
More shiny
That's
red
delicious.
bums.
Remember to polish your red bum.
Let's see if I can get this shape to work.
The lipstick?
Eyeball in the top. Oh no, it's almost an amogus.
Yeah, it was like a moment.
They crop up everywhere.
No. Although I could do that.
It's now a Mogus, the uncleanest of ones.
So Peggy.
P.
Oh,
Look, somebody once told me, a green guy in a swamp is always gonna be Shrek.
Why is my
Somebody.
my pen is not changing how dark it is depending on how interesting. Okay. My pen pressure has apparently gone to fuck.
On the
that's
right hand side, you can turn it off and on. Does that help?
Turn it off and on again.
Always turn it off and on.
Yeah. This boss does live in the swamp.
Yes.
Lives in the swamp world, to be more exact. Courses. Which is probably still one of my favorite worlds in Remnant. I don't know why. Courses just hits the spot for me.
It's an interesting, like, it's very colourful for a swamp.
Yeah. It has like lots of oranges going on.
Yeah.
Autumn swamp vibes.
Got cool bug designs
also-
and stuff.
Yeah. Also, weird bug guys. This was before we had any Fae in the game, and apparently weird bug guys is the closest my brain can get then. Weird bug guys and the Fae are very closely related in my brain, as you might see in Clover.
So what you're saying is that we for the sake of Clover, we must thank Shrek.
No.
Shrek was a direct inspiration.
No.
I know this because somebody once told me.
Yeah, and that somebody was wrong.
Oh, there we go. Little piggy.
Little piggy.
My pen is being a little weird, though,
Big pen.
when it comes to me making details and erasing things, so I might have to futz with that later.
Peggy's never getting clean on that.
Anyway, the unclean
So,
one.
The oh yeah, I got a weird hammerhead. What about that? The thing that I do remember about this is lots of like pots and cooking stuff. So and you can like hide in pots and stuff. So this was kind of giving me a vibe.
Her first girlfriend is the Iskall Queen. Yes. Canon.
I mean, why not?
I like that
Clover's
they
girlfriend
can-
now canonically is the Iskall Queen.
Good for Clover.
I like that they can smith like good weapons, but not a good belt? Question mark. Underpants. What did they think they needed that for?
you know what?
Modesty.
I'm actually getting Rayman 3 vibes from this person. Very sort of
Like I
hoodlum.
needed a loincloth. Metal.
It's tiny feet.
Show me tiny feet.
Tiny feet.
Oh no, the boobs are bad.
Yeah.
Need
Correct.
a rat cream. This just goes to show what happens when you don't bathe.
It's a much better picture.
Just help me.
It looks like he's wearing jorts in that picture now.
Yeah. I know how to make things with iron. So let's try jorts.
Let's try jorts.
He has little piggy hooves, so I wasn't far off.
D.
This really is a tits out approach
Mm-hmm.
to clothing.
Well, it's a different color to the legs and arms, so maybe that's cloth. Might be an apron or something.
I sure hope so.
Yeah, on one hand, I hope he's got some sort of material in between skin and metal, but also it's Remnant, so that
You
might
never know.
not be a thing.
Banana bread is in the oven. Banana bread.
His
Yeah.
tits are deadly weapon. Anyway, thank you for this lovely little piggy.
Yeah.
Thank
Pep the
you
pig.
for this much cleaner little boy.
And once back around again.
One's back around again. Anyway. So it's Christy again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If Christy wants to.
From Remnant 2, would you please draw for me, I'm gonna butcher that name so hard, Talratha. Talratha?
Yeah, I got nothing.
He's the guy that swallowed us. Nothing?
Oh, Vor.
Yeah, nope, still got nothing.
Yeah, Vor.
Oh, yep, no, I know. Yep.
Talratha, yes. How do I... One of his most fun question mark features is that he has
10
a
points
little
Chibandor.
almost person-like face, on like a horrid, almost slug-like body, but his mouth extends far beyond the little face. If that makes any sense. Which he can open up to show you he has horrible teeth, and then he'll swallow you whole.
Dentists must love him.
Yeah.
Dentists hate him. This one weird trick to swallowing people whole.
Yeah, I think the dentist died many years ago, as did most of the planet, I believe.
Once again, not sure. I think in this instance that's probably on me because there is a lot of lore in this place left around. Didn't really understand any of it.
He ate the dentist. Yeah, that I'm pretty certain about.
His whole thing is becoming 1 through 4.
Yeah.
Only through 4 can we achieve world peace.
Pretty much.
Also, we're falling into a black hole. That's unrelated.
Yeah. No, I think it is related.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I believe everything on the planet is related to the black hole. I think he wants... Like, the idea is that through 4, he saves us from having to die by the black hole. I'm not entirely sure. That I might have misunderstood that part.
Dark, explain the vor. The vory hungry caterpillar. Not a bad description of him, to be fair.
No?
Also, it's fun that I was like, I have no idea who this character is, and this is one of the few bosses in the game that has dialogue. You can chat to them.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
The entire lore of Norwood is they built the planet and flew it to Alexis Tora. Alexis? Hey, Alexis. Play Despacito.
That's another song I haven't heard.
But yeah, to me, he has slug vibes, even though I believe he does have limbs. He at least has arms. I'm even looking at the picture, I'm not sure about the legs. Paul Rafa ate the souls of all the peoples, so when they went into the black hole, he would seal himself away somewhere out of time and appear in the place beyond. Yeah, I thought him, like, eating people had something to do with quote-unquote saving them. I remember being, like, questioning that decision very much.
That explanation gives me Final Fantasy VIII vibes. Oh yeah, we'll just go into the black hole and then time will compress and then we will go to the place beyond, and there may be many reasons.
But it doesn't matter. orphan.
I like how we still remember that one.
I have it tattooed on my eyelids. Every time I close my eyes, I see it.
But it doesn't matter.
There may be many reasons, but it doesn't matter. And no died in an off-screen car crash. Those are the two things that sum up Final Fantasy VIII for me.
Now, for me, it's also the orphanage of plot convenience.
Oh yeah, that's pretty important.
Except for the few people who saw what was going on and went, fuck that, so put their souls in the things we think, which you then give to him so he can eat them. We do not help, but Birdbot also doesn't tell us not to, so he's equally to blame. Yeah. I mean, Birdbot doesn't do a whole lot of things, he's just kind of standing there.
No one really does anything but us.
Yeah, I mean, Tal Ratha has been eating people, so he's been doing things.
Well, I guess that's something.
Unfortunately, that is someone.
Or some definition of someone.
Who else does things?
There's an old lady with no mouth who speaks vicariously through orphans. She
Oh yeah.
She embroiders a quilt.
Yeah. Of the bosses we've fought.
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah.
So that's, handy. I think we were supposed to go back to her, but we never did.
Mm.
Anyway, yeah, so there was the Bloodborne land, which we talked about where the Nightweaver came from. This one, I've just looked at what's being drawn. This one comes from, I think, Darkseid Event Horizon. That's the kind of vibe, sort of Alien/Event Horizon. You're gonna get if all you know about these games are the pictures that are gonna get posted in Discord today, you're gonna get a very confused vibe of the game, and that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, my understanding is the vibes of the game are very confused.
Yeah, it's just they put all the stuff they thought was cool in it, and we're like,
The mad train conductor is an actual living person. Sorry.
I thought that was just a personality that was controlling the train, like an AI.
Yeah, same. I thought that was like, AI, basically.
But there's a bit where you get on a train and then the train goes, "Oh, welcome to the train, everything will be fine. Oh no, I've trapped you here. Beat the gauntlet or I will crash the train and kill you." I'm not really exaggerating the tone.
Not really, no. I think that's pretty much what's going on.
Oh, cool. Murder mystery on the Orient Express. Except the Orient Express is the thing that's trying to murder you.
Yes.
Like, the gauntlet of it is less fun, but I just do like the idea of a murder train. That's just fun.
Yay, murder train. Oh, speaking of murder train. When... Yeah, I do have a segue that connects to that. New series, last series of Inside Number 9 starts on Wednesday, and the first episode is set in a train. And knowing Inside Number 9, not everyone's gonna survive. So... Maybe Murder Train, yay!
Maybe Murder Train.
There's also apparently an episode set in an escape room, which to me feels like very low-hanging fruit, so I'm very interested to see what they do with it. Also an entire episode filmed from a doorbell? They have fun.
I feel like there's no one really around to tell them no, but also this seems to be a crew where it's like that's sort of a benefit, as opposed to some crews where it's like, no, someone needed to tell you no.
Oh yeah. They're definitely like they have a very clear idea of what they want to do, and it's usually good. What's Inside Number 9? Inside Number 9 is an anthology show. Like every episode is completely distinct by Reese Shearsmith and Steve Pemberton, who are two members of the League of Gentlemen. It's generally a dark comedy, I guess. I would just call them interesting, twisty stories. And all of the conceit is that all of the episodes take place inside Number 9, whatever that means. So house number 9, room number 9, booth number 9, whatever. Just all in one location. Basically little plays.
Christy, I love this.
Yeah.
I do want to say that just based on the mouth, I feel like this guy has the same voice as what's the guy from Nightmare Before Christmas? The
Oogie Boogie?
The
Oogie Boogie
Man?
Yes. The Oogie Boogie Man. Same voice.
Well,
The Oogie Boogie Man.
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa. I just realised that's in there as well. Oh, that's all over the place. That makes sense. Sorry, there's a famous motif in music which represents death, and it took me a very long time to realise that that's just all over that soundtrack, and that the bit that I just sung for Oogie Boogie, that is that motif. There's death everywhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, I could probably be done.
Okay.
That's the
one.
tagline of this stream.
Uh,
This is cool. Meanwhile,
Oh no.
oh no,
God, I
indeed.
did bad. Oh no.
Is
now
that
that's with the mouth closed.
is that his stomach
It does
sort
look
of
like it's...
there? Because that seems to be a leg back there.
Mm.
Oh boy.
Bleh.
I did goofy horror, they did proper horror.
They did disgusting horror.
I thought I did disgusting.
Yours
Yours
is
is
voiced by
cute.
the Oogie Boogie Man.
Yours has a song and dance routine.
It has a cute little face.
Big mouth. I like that.
It is cool up close when you don't see all of the intestines. Oh, not that up close.
I think they're pipes, or I don't know. It's different. It's this place is difficult to tell what's organic and what's artificial.
They look like a
Mm.
frog when they open their mouth.
Brr. Yeah. Christie's was good. And maybe less likely to commit vol.
Probably, maybe.
You commit vol? I don't know. I don't know what the verb is.
I don't know.
Commit for.
I mean, you do. Vor is a thing you do, so maybe. But that is just a weird sentence.
Big teeth. Big tongue teeth.
Yeah, I'm with Kiro. I don't like the tongue teeth
No,
or
it's
the
a
teeth
bad
tongue.
time.
I thought they were just like tassels, like a cowboy's jacket. Oh no, further up I see. Right, you
It's,
honk your cares away.
Giving me some goose tongue vibes, which I also find horrifying. So
Oh, Pinkman.
We don't get bored. How do we become enlightened? By killing them and going into the black hole.
Yeah, clearly.
Speaking of which, my boss is the space baby.
No, not the space baby.
No, it could have been.
But
You could just say the name now, and I wouldn't know.
It might still be the space baby. I don't know which one you're referring to when you say space baby.
Okay.
But no, I'm gonna give you one from. I almost was about to say Dark Souls 1. It's Remnant.
Yes, give me one from Dark Souls 1. I can do this. We've just had the Gaping Dragon.
It's one I very much remember because I do remember fighting it a bunch. It's again gonna mangle this one probably. Ixalis.
Ixalis.
Is
Is that the butterfly? No, that's different.
It is one that I've referred to as the butterfly. Yes.
Right.
But is it actually
Well,
a butterfly, or is it something that reminded you of a butterfly?
So
Ixalis.
I will just draw a butterfly.
It is the one that copies itself. You have to fight
Yeah.
two of them
Okay, so
on opposite sides of a bridge, basically.
I need to make an apology in that case. Because at the start of this, I said I remember one of their names, and one of them I will recognize when I hear it. Turns out I didn't recognize it when I heard it.
Two butterflies. Yes. Yeah.
I'll give this one a crown because I missed out on the last one.
Just add a safety crown.
And there's like cover on.
Because they want to look pretty.
Yeah. I mean, it is one of the prettiest bosses in the game, I think. I mean, again, I'm also very biased towards Corsus, the bug planet, so...
I think this is the last one in the bug planet, wasn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
Now, I have no idea what it looks like up close. So we're gonna have to improvise, I think.
And it's probably one of the ones where I've died the most by just falling off the stage. Because again, it's two bosses, and you're on a bridge in the middle that you can fall off of. And you pretty much have to fight both of them at the same time.
This is the other one, they're just poking their head in camera.
I thought it was a friendly parsnip for a second.
Just the parsnip. Little snip butterfly.
Parsnip with the butterfly wings just stapled onto it. Or those cardboard butterfly wings like some kids have.
Oh, bachelorette parties. I still have mine from a bachelorette party.
Sounds fun but tricky.
It's going
It's
Having a big old stretch.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, there is a butterfly in
It's-
Dark Souls. And I think it's also on like a bridge area.
It is, yeah.
I think
something
this
copy
is
of
one of the bosses in Remnant where it was like one of the few bosses where I have like been frustrated, but in a good way, which usually doesn't happen for me in these kinds of games. Where it was very much like, no, we can do this. Just have to stop falling off the goddamn bridge for 1 second.
I was gonna say, to be fair, like, if you told me, you know, here are these two games, Remnant, a gun game, and Dark Souls, a sword game, and one of the bosses is a butterfly that you fight on a bridge while they fly around it, I would have said, yeah, that should be in the gun game. So I'll give Remnant that they deserve a butterfly boss. Dark Souls, not really, no. But it does have some of the best music. So
then we did it with no deaths and the permadeath. Oh, do we have no deaths for that one? That's cool. Yeah. Very much the Soulsborne mindset. Yeah, usually I do not have the Soulsborne mindset. Usually I am just, no.
Yeah, I was very confused when you said good frustrated, and I had to really look into my mind to realize that that's a thing.
I usually when I get frustrated I get angry and like frustration is usually not a good thing for me, which is why I don't like playing Dark Souls the few times I've played it or tried it. Because I just get mad and I don't like being mad.
Well, and I
why
think
I
it
like
also
playing
sort of...
Remnant, because you can play it with more people.
Yeah, well, there's that. But I think, like, with a lot of games, it sort of depends on, like... Because I get what you mean, Sheep, when you've got a game where it's just kind of like, oh, I know what I need to do, I just need to execute it properly, and... Because, like, you also get a different feeling where it's like it. Because there's a difference between this game is hard, but but, like, it feels fair, versus this game is hard, and it's hard for stupid reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And what those stupid reasons are varies from person to person. So, like, me personally, I've never been really good at doing games where I have to do a whole lot of dodging and parrying of stuff. So I'm not that big of a fan of fights where it's like if you get hit once, that's it, you're done.
Yeah, no, same.
Because that to me feels like too much of a penalty for screwing up once. But other people who really like the dodgy or parry bit might be like, yeah, that's fair, I screwed up. And it's like, well, you can say that, but also I'm not interested in getting good at that. I am bad at that.
There's a very big reason why in Remnant I have the tank build. I have the build that gives you, like...
Yeah, there's a reason why
armor.
in Valheim I've got the more towery shields versus the parrying shields, because I've never really been able to parry, so it's like I'm just not going to bother. I'm just going to be the meat shield and eat food to get my health back.
Anyway. Let me get a picture of Ixalis.
I do find it very funny that we've got the second butterfly in here photobombing.
Oh, like, hi there. Don't they have wings?
No, they do not.
Why did I thought I had wings?
It's what I always...
How can you say it's a butterfly? It's got no
wings.
wings.
I always think they have wings, which is why I call them the butterfly boss.
I thought they had wings.
They do not actually have wings. They have, like, a big, like, cloak cape that comes up over that makes it look like wings at times.
I thought it was a flower. Like flower petal?
Ixalis the 16th?
Yeah.
What happened to the other 15 of them?
That's it. It's because there were like Roman numerals in it. That's why I thought I'd recognize it.
Yeah, but as it is, it's just Ixalis.
Turns out I didn't recognize the name or the fact it didn't have wings.
I
Swan
wasn't
have
gonna
wings.
say anything. I was just gonna say it's the butterfly one, and hope that would trigger something in your mind.
Yeah, I did. The butterfly that doesn't exist.
Yeah, the butterfly that
doesn't-
exists in a different game.
This kind of look like a bee in a flower though.
Yeah,
Which is
it's a
adjacent to
butterfly.
You fight 15 and 16. Okay, so then what happened to the other 14 before these? Like, why are there 16 of these things?
That's a family matter. That's none of our business.
I forget. X is 4v. No. What is what?
X is 10, and then V with an I after it is 16.
They go through
If
life.
the I came, if the I is before, it's subtract from it. If the I is after, it's add to it.
Yeah, that's also why I call him the butterfly. I think it's because I think they go into like a cocoon of some kind during the battle.
Well, I wanna paint the butterfly that's in my head because I can see it quite vividly.
You
And
can see the butterfly that's in my head.
Apparently doesn't exist.
I mean, like I said, you might just be drawing the Dark Souls butterfly, because
No, I
that
know
one
what
is
that
a very
looks like.
pretty butterfly.
I know what that looks like, and it isn't bright orange like this one is in my head.
Why is this one bright orange?
I
in your
don't
head?
know.
This is like taking inspiration from someone else's work completely without repercussions.
This is like taking inspiration from a dream you had, thinking it was someone else. This is that Beatles song that Paul McCartney came up with in a dream.
I'm just really confused why you thought it was bright orange.
I don't know.
Because I know the color, because the color is honestly like my favorite color. Basically, it's
Mine too. It's emerald.
It's nice
like
color. It's a teal.
It's very gorgeous teal color, and I love it.
Teal's good. I'm a fan. Doesn't stop my brain wanting it to be bright orange though for some reason. But it looks like it's charging up a bright orange attack. That might be it.
Elements of the queen in there.
Queen? Who's the queen?
The Escal queen. The
Yeah,
Escal queen is a butterfly.
She's green, isn't she?
What?
Isn't she
Ixalis
green?
is not a queen.
No, the queen.
Escal queen.
Yeah, she's like beige and green. She's an orange.
Maybe Final Fantasy Monster Hunter sits out Roach.
And those are some feetsies.
Insect feet.
You might just be taking inspiration from Courses as a whole, which has a lot of oranges.
I might also be getting a bit of the nightmare mixed up in there.
Maybe. There's a lot
Maybe.
of orange in this game. Like, a lot of the root stuff is orange.
I see Dark has also forgotten.
What the heck am I thinking of? Love that response.
We have hallucinated orange wings somewhere.
We now have a group hallucination going on. Lovely.
You also got a case
Wonderful.
of the opposite color palette.
I've just looked up the nightmare. They're blue and red, so that doesn't help.
Are you thinking of...
Need to paint an orange butterfly now.
Wait, which one did you just look up?
Final boss of Remnant 2
The
has big
nightmare.
orange wings. Does it? No, it doesn't. It's brown, right?
I mean, there are things in Remnant 2 that have orange wings, like the... I was gonna say butterflies again. Everything's a butterfly for me, okay? Well, they're also like kind of like manta rays in the sky.
Not the manta. No, they're red. They're not
They're
orange.
orange.
I'm thinking like. I'm thinking like that.
Hmm.
Cheetos.
That very vivid orangey orange. Yeah, see, that's red. There's a lot of red. The root is red.
Yeah, I'm really trying to think what you could possibly be thinking of, but then again, it probably is a Corsus boss because Corsus has a lot of orange going on, but which one? Who knows?
Could be my monitor settings messing with me. Not on a
Could
boss that
be.
doesn't have wings. Be my optometrist messing with me.
I mean, that's also a possibility.
Anyway, you drew a beautiful butterfly.
Yeah, I'm intending to paint the thing that's in my head now. I've got to get it out of there. But anyway.
Anyway.
Well, it got in there somehow. Might as well try and get it out. And Christy is tired.
Tired.
Which is fair. It has been 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I can just bounce quietly.
No
Don't
worries.
have to stop for my sake.
Yes. You go sleep.
Have a good one.
Have a good rest. Thank you for drawing and chat.
Bye.
Good night. Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Getting all the hearts in.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Why am I yawning? It's only 3 in the afternoon.
Because you just said good night.
You're tired in the same way I can remember an orange-winged enemy.
I mean, I've been reading numerous academic articles, but I wouldn't call any of them tiring. Some of them I've sat there and gone, right, I vaguely know what that statistical thing is there. But also, I didn't worry that much about it. I was just sort of getting a feel for what they were doing and why.
Naps.
Yeah. Ragdoll, you want another one?
Sure, I'll do a third.
I'll give you another little one.
Can we beat the cube?
One Chris might. Well, it's not gonna beat the cube in terms of quickness, but maybe, I don't know. Might be. But Chris, I believe you really like this one, so I hope you remember it. It's the Mangler. The Mangler
I think I might know what the Mangler is.
is a cute little tumbleweed guy.
Yeah!
He is the roots, and he looks like basically a little tumbleweed with arms and legs.
Enjoy being horizontal. Yeah! He's a chompy little gremlin tumbleweed. Tumbleweed gremlin. Boss roly-poly, yeah.
The boss roly-poly, yes. Well, yeah.
Still... Having issues with my pen pressure. It's the same regardless. Okay, well, we'll work with it. I'll just fuck with the opacity settings and use that instead.
Yeah, I remember Chibi had that for a while.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, I had no pressure sensitivity back on when it was Aggie at the beginning.
Well, and the thing is, I don't know if this is a problem with Aggie or a problem with my tablet or a problem with my pen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at the time, I believe it was a problem with my computer, which just didn't want to do pen pressure.
But in my experience, it's usually drivers. Point at drivers and say you. Doesn't help, but do it.
Well, that means I might have to pester someone else to do it because this is technically a tablet that belongs to the school, so I have limited permissions for running updates.
Hooray!
Yeah, those are the vibes, I think. Just a little guy.
There we go.
Do you know what? I'm playing Lufia at the moment, and one of the things you can do in Lufia is you can find mythical creatures, and they will befriend you and join you. And this is one of them. They are literally made of fluff.
Aw.
Tumbleweed or lint ball, who knows?
Yeah. It's the Mangler.
Not quite as cute.
Cute.
It's still one of the cutest things you'll come across in the game.
M's cute.
Him's just a little guy.
They roly poly.
They roly-poly at you.
Make you think of the Mr. and Miss Book cartoon. Yeah. There was one that was a squiggle, wasn't there? Give them a little hat. It might ring a bell. The ones are called tumblers. Mr. Messy! There we go. Good friends.
Besties.
Nice hat. You're allowed to use caps when you get excited, Kira. It's fine.
Yeah, there's a difference between using all caps because you're going yay and using all caps because you're being mean.
Because you have 15 in Twitch chat.
Yep.
I might have told you
Okay.
how much I dislike large Twitch chats.
Understandable. Because there are definitely some people out there who do not know how to interact with other people and get annoyed when they're told to stop.
You know, now you've put that hat on them. I see myself in them. It's like, yeah, that's me someday.
Some days you're just a little tumbleweed.
Some days my hair
Little
just does
tumbleweed in a hat.
that. And I've got my arms in the air and I'm giving it all positivity, but my eyes are ever so slightly sad. Mood, as I believe the kids say 10 years ago.
Mode.
But yeah, should we leave it there?
Yeah.
Turn on all the layers.
Turn on all the layers. It's been a while.
We'll have to grab Christie's and turn those on.
I can turn them on for me. There's a little button there now. I was about to say, where's Cheap's lair? Yeah. Cheap is resting.
My layers is gone.
No.
Spooky. Take by the roots.
No. Taken by Ford and he nicked him and ran away. Because it's Ford, we'll never see him again. This is...
Oh, that reminds me though, we can't
Perfect.
export the layers anymore.
You know...
No. Layer images is behind the paywall. You can export as a...
I do PSD anyway.
Yeah. Which I believe the PSD will have the layers in it. It's just that it's as a PSD file.
Or better be in the last DLC. If
He
he
won't.
isn't, that's the ultimate joke.
We'll
It's
find
just
his beard on the floor and that's it.
You find his beard on the floor.
I was going to say hat, but then I remembered he doesn't have a hat, so I went with beard instead. What else?
Beard?
What else is identifiable about this man?
I don't know.
He's got a beard. That's it.
We already found his shotgun, and that didn't have any impact.
It's ironic for a shotgun. But yeah, this looks.
Beard. Just implies he had a fake beard all along.
Yeah, like the slow. We see it on the floor and we all gasp, and then it slow zooms in on it with a dun dun dun, and then to be continued. And everyone's like, "What?" Beard. He's wearing old military gear. That narrows it down, and he has a pan mask on his belt. Cool.
Well, the pan mask won't help.
Yeah,
when,
if we
Yesha.
if we see a pan mask on the floor, we're not going to assume Ford. We're going to assume Pan.
Yeah.
Again, also old military gear. That's not going to narrow it down either. Pretty much everybody in the ward is wearing that. So it's the beard. It's just the beard. It's the beard
also,
and
there's just some military gear, like, somewhere. I'm just gonna assume he's stripped naked, which is worse.
He's just wearing the mask now, that's it.
Not even the beard anymore. Stripped that too.
Yeah, the little guy roasting marshmallows looking at whatever this is. This horrific mass in the centre, which feels appropriate for Remnant.
That is the vibe.
Can narrow it down less when we find all the World War II soldiers. What? I don't even know what this game is. But yee, thank you for coming, everyone. Hope you had a lovely time. Chatting memorable characters and times and bosses and bright orange butterflies.
Bright orange butterflies. Which are neither butterflies nor orange.
Agree to disagree. But yeah, I'll be back Tuesday morning with some Maydoodles. finishing off May's design, and then
Madoodles. Tips Fedora.
Tips Fedora, Madoodles, Tips sun hat. You need a sun hat. Why didn't I draw them with a sun hat? Oh well, they'll have a sun hat in the comic. It's fine.
You could. There's nothing stopping you from drawing another picture.
I've already
Or
started
changing the one
colouring
you're
it.
working on. Okay.
I'm on colour now. I've got to design a tattoo. But yeah, and then Tuesday evening, Phoenix Wright time for more shenanigans. Lights,
Yes.
camera, objection.
Yee.
That you should remember that. That's a good stream title. But
Good
yeah,
night.
Yeah. Yeah. Good night. That was a good place to end, but I didn't end.
I mean, now you have. So, good night, everyone.
No, we still haven't. We're still on.
Bye.
Bye.